2, 1, action!
For this movie, I remember being so excited.
The sequel is part of a trilogy, so it's designed.
Claustrophobic experiment in terror.
Even the orphanage, they're all very suspenseful.
The way I tell the story.
With J.A., it's not so much what is there, but what might be around the corner.
There's nothing in there. The tail.
Yeah.
Go back.
Jay's ambition was to really do something very unique.
We are in the basement of the Lockwood estate, and it's the lab. They've got the DNA samples over there, and then they've got skeleton-y stuff, X-ray things over there. It's scary.
And you turn around a corner and there's this very ominous, isolated cage.
The Indoraptor is not a majestic creature. It's a homicidal maniac.
I was kind of scared because you turn around and it's like here on your face, and it's like full talons and everything, and so it's kind of scary.
It's getting a great response from the actors because it gives them a chance to respond to something in the moment.
That is cool.
We worked with the effects supervisor from ILM to develop the little idiosyncrasies to provide a good basis for his animation.
The first time I thought about Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom.
The whole movie was building to a monster in a house movie. And we had a vision of a little girl in her bed with the covers pulled up tight with the little kind of starry lights that your kids have in their bedroom.
Action!
I love making movies.
He's crawling up the bed!
It's one of my favorite scenes in the movie, if not my favorite. That simplicity of a scared little child and a vicious dinosaur in a tight, confined space, I think is incredible.
Kids always play with dinosaurs, mostly in their bedrooms. So I thought, how cool would it be to bring that game to reality? So you turn the toys into real dinosaurs, and you turn that fantasy into a real dinosaur fight.
3, 2, 1, action!
Jay and Colin, they thought, let's go for the classic. Let's go to the rooftop. Let's make this almost Western-like confrontation at the very end.
To me, it felt the only way to really surprise people. Instead of trying to go bigger, now we have 6 dinosaurs fighting. It just seems like the way to do it is to go smaller and more intense and just a little deeper.
It will be a bit like Hitchcock's Vertigo, but with a monster. So that should be pretty cool.
The rooftop sequence we were drawing in so many different versions before we had a set absolutely established. J.A. would want to see something, so then the set would have to change to be able to make this idea work.
You need to have everything very, very well prepared, but sometimes it could look like rigid if you get a stick too much to the previs or the boards. I think the shooting is something alive. And you have great people all the time around you. You have the actors, you have all the team, and you try to make it better.
I rehearsed for the big stunt, which is Maisie sliding down a massive glass roof. This morning, we practiced actually on the set, where Maisie's climbing along the roof and the Indoraptor smashes out of her window.
I'm gonna be really scared, and you're gonna be like, come on, Owen. Here we go.
And action!
Come on!
Just working with Izzy, who's earned the name The Kid Rock because she does all her own stunts.
Hello. It's quite fun.
Mom, you good?
Yeah.
This way!
We're on top of a roof. And there's rain and harnesses and dinosaurs and lasers and, I mean, what more could you want?
You can imagine how complex it was to shoot the fight between Blue and the Indoraptor because it was such a small place.
Since you're up there, you can come back down into whatever piece you want of him smashing into the glass and the glass breaking.
Yeah.
And you need to deal with all the visual effects and the action.
3, 2, 1,
But everyone was so prepared, so ready. Everything went perfect.
There's a shot in the film where Maisie and the Indoraptor's faces are sort of merged as one.
There's a symbiosis between the two, and that shot seals that concept. It was a JA concept for sure.
The Indoraptor fighting Blue was always very specifically in Maisie's bedroom.
JA had a very clear idea that he wanted it to feel like a real bar brawl.
And they just trashed this bedroom. So they filmed the room clean as it was and the room completely destroyed. And then our job primarily was about doing all the interaction between the dinosaurs and replacing it with the CG assets. So we ended up modeling just an enormous amount of assets.